get ready to hear my voice for who knows how long I'm gonna do this. Probably till I get bored, or till I get too hungry and go get some Subway or something. But yeah, I just wanted to, stream. Just wanted to talk. I guess it's nice talking about stuff you like, hanging with people. Hopefully someone will fucking ask me shit. If not, then it's gonna be a weird podcast with Minecraft in the background. And the reason I chose Minecraft is because I wanted something relaxing to play and not too distracting, where I'm focusing entirely on the gameplay and instead of just talking. This is on peaceful. There are no mobs. I'm probably just gonna chill and make a house. And because, well, it's the most relaxing game I had at the moment, and I'm not spending an hour trying to download stuff. So yeah, 2021, huh? I guess it's off to a weird start. I mean, hopefully, it's only the first 12 days, but hopefully it gets better, am I right? I mean, can't get worse than 2020. I mean, WandaVision's coming out this week. That was good. Can't wait to watch that. I'm really hyped about that. I mean, they announced, Deadpool is rated R, which is really cool, because it needs to be. Even though I had a plan of, if they weren't going to take Deadpool rated R, maybe what they could have done is, kind of use him as the new Stan Lee in terms of cameos, because it fits his character in a way of, him just popping up in random movies, maybe, jokes around, shits on him. It would be kind of cool. I'm guessing, I hope Ryan Reynolds is coming back. I think he is, because it is Deadpool 3. Better, because I can't think of anyone at the moment who could play the character better. But, I mean, Marvel's starting to, they're starting to reveal more and more, which is good. I mean, this Phase 4 is exciting. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening with the Eternals, who I know jack shit about, so I'm excited just to hear, anything about that. And hopefully it, does what the Guardians movie did for me, because I didn't know much about the Guardians, except that, one random episode of Earth Mightiest Heroes, which had a huge different lineup from the movie. Yeah, it had Adam Warlock, and I don't think Drax was there. That's kind of lame. And Drax is best, man. Best character. Best Guardian, in my opinion. If you disagree with that, then, I don't think we can be friends. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but Drax was really good. I love Batista. I'm a huge wrestling nerd. I love Batista. I still wish he would hit a Batista bomb. He should have Batista bombed Thanos. That would have been sick. Oh man, just imagine like freaking Star-Lord gets, Batista gets him up, or Drax gets him up. Star-Lord comes in, Doomsday device off the top rope. Oh, that would have been fucking sick. Oh man, that would have to been crazy. And man, they didn't even need to get the gauntlet off of it. I think Thanos would have just gave up at that point. He would have been like, damn. They kicked my ass. What else happened? I mean, Morbius got delayed, which actually legitimately pissed me off, because, unlike most people, I'm actually excited for that. I'm more excited because fucking Vulture's in it, and Sam Raimi's Spider-Man supposedly is in it. Which is interesting. Also because, I mean, sure, I don't know a lot about Morbius. I really only know as much as I did from the 90s series where he was drinking plasma and not blood. I mean, I know a lot of people like him. He's a cool character. I have been interested in him. And, I'm more... maybe it's because it's just like... This movie seems like it's something it was supposed to be made in the early 2000s, around the Fantastic Four, the Ben Affleck Daredevil, 2003 Hulk with the X-Men film. It kind of gives me that vibe. And I grew up watching those. Sure, they're not, a lot of them aren't good in terms of, comparing them to what we have now, but I would say I love them. Hell, I say 2003 Hulk, the Hulk from that movie is better than the fucking MCU Hulk. And that's an argument, I mean, I don't mind getting into. Yeah, everybody's talking about how MCU Spider-Man is so problematic, you know, like from his over-obsession with Iron Man to him just, his villains not being his villains. And yeah, sure, those are valid points. I mean, I enjoy Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I enjoy that version. I like his banter with Tony and the other heroes. His villains have been really good, even though I do kind of wish they had the more attachment to Peter more than Tony, but they have been great. Mysterio was great, Vulture was super great. I can't wait to see what they do with 3, if it's, I already talked about once my ideas for that. Kind of still hoping it isn't going to be Spider-Verse, because you need to build to it. Spider-Verse is a big thing. But, you know, if they have to go that route, as long as they do justice to those versions of the character, then I'll be fine. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of MCU Hulk. At first, I really liked him. Like, if we're not... Okay, The Incredible Hulk is technically MCU, and I love that movie. That is the best the MCU has ever done it with the Hulk. Edward Norton's version is really, really good in my eyes. They kind of do the character like I like. They're, you know, Bruce is afraid. He's a force of nature. Like, when he comes out, shit got wrecked. Like, that whole fight at that college, damn, that shit is so cool. The Abomination fight, that first time you even glimpse him is amazing. When they're in the soda factory and it's dark, and you only get the good look at the face at the very end. That is amazing. That is some of the best Hulk shit I've ever seen. But, you know, MCU, like, Avengers, good. I mean, he's mindless, he's kind of just a big old baby, he's beating shit up. Cool Black Widow scene, which scares me. I like seeing that, though. I like seeing Hulk being fucking scary. Because, like, if you were to run up to the Hulk in real life, oh, hell no, you ain't making jokes. You're gonna be scared, because that, fuck, you don't, he's fast, he's strong, you don't know what the Hulk's gonna do. But, you know, then you get to, like, Age of Ultron, and they were doing stuff. I love the Hulkbuster fight. It's interesting. I kind of do like seeing the Hulk take a toll on Bruce mentally, and seeing how that kind of hurts him. But yeah, I mean, Age of Ultron, a little bit. He was alright. Let's see what else. For Ragnarok, I love Thor Ragnarok. And yes, I enjoy the Hulk in that, but that's where the issue comes in of, he's kind of just a big old baby. Like, he's just a big old little baby. Like, he acts like a kid. I mean, it's cool seeing Gladiator Hulk, but I really wanted to see, like, a more confident Hulk. Cause then you get into, sorry. But then you get into, like, you know, you get into, Infinity War. He gets his shit rocked. And guess what? He don't show up anymore. That man's a little bitch. He just says, no, 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 I don't want to fight Thanos. Like, he is scared. And that's interesting. But then then you get to Endgame, and it's like, hey, I'm Professor Hulk now. And I'm like, I mean, cool. I mean, I would have liked to see this on screen. I feel like I mean, I know Universal still owns the rights to solo Hulk movies. That's why She-Hulk's happening. Because they only own rights to the Hulk. Any of his characters can do whatever, but Hulk movie, Universal, which they need to get those shit off. I mean, it's too late. You can't unchange Professor Hulk. I feel like you really can't. I mean, you can, but, like, you kind of just you went that way, and I feel like Martin Ruffalo really kind of doesn't want to play the character anymore. He's kind of getting up there. You know, you kind of need to switch him out for a new model. I mean, She-Hulk could be the new Hulk, and I'm really interested in how that show goes. I mean, I would love to see more Bruce. Please, please don't pull what Marvel did and replace Bruce with Amadeus Cho. I hated that. Oh my, totally awesome Hulk. Bro, damn, man, they like. I got a lot of people have a lot of issue with those legacy characters. I like a good chunk of them. Kamal Khan, love her. Robbie, probably my favorite writer, to be honest. Miles, I'm wearing a Miles Morales shirt as we speak while looking at a Miles Morales Lego minifigure I won. Miles Morales is amazing, easily top 3 Spider-Person. Peter's still number 1, Miles is number 2, Ben Reilly's number 3. Sorry, 29.9. You're okay. I didn't read a lot of 29.9, but you know, Miles is amazing. Who else we got? Ironheart. I didn't like her at first. I know she has her fans. I'm more interested to see how they take her in the show. Maybe that makes me want, because I didn't know shit about Iron Man. I wasn't a big Iron Man guy till MCU. So my definitive Iron Man will always be Robert Downey Jr. I've read the comics ever since. Not really a big fan of comic version. He's kind of a dick. But not like in the way of Robert, where Robert's version is a dick, but like he's funny. Like he's an asshole, but he's the type of asshole that you kind of want to hang out with. I mean, sure, I've seen like the '90s series, and Armored Adventures is probably up tied with my favorite, because he kind of gives me a lot of the Robert Downey Jr. vibes. But yeah, I mean, who else? What other legacy characters are there? Can we think? I guess Falcon kind of counts. I mean, I love when Falcon making Cap. I think that's really cool. I love seeing Bucky and Falcon as taking the mantle, taking the shield. That's why I'm really excited about Falcon Winter Soldier. That show sounds amazing. It has Baron Zemo. He's one of my favorite MCU villains. Because younger me, I like a big old strong super villain. You know, kicking ass. Me now, I prefer a mental villain. I like those villains who break you both physically and mentally. Because psychologically, I mean, they just destroying you. That's why I take a psychology now. I'm gonna learn how to do that. I'm gonna break people psychologically now. You know, like, hey, random dude on Twitter, you know, you're like, oh man, Cowboy Bebop sucks. It's my favorite anime. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna use my psychology skills to psychologically break him. Or I'll learn so much psychology, become a pro wrestler, be as good as Kenny. Because Kenny's a master of psychology. I'll become the next Kenny Omega. You know, I'll just like in the ring psychology outshine Kenny. I'm rambling, but yeah, I mean, you know, the MCU has a lot of ways to go. You know, really, comic fans should just be excited overall, because like you got the MCU, Zack Snyder Justice League coming out this year. I'm not the biggest hype for that. I've been a Marvel guy all my life. I like DC, don't get me wrong. And I like a lot of the DC movies, Shazam, you know, Man of Steel, the first Wonder Woman, 84's I mean, that's a thing I can get on maybe one day, but I'm not gonna bring up the whole R-word thing, controversy, but yeah, I mean, Wonder Woman 84, I felt it dragged. Really like Max Lord, even though he's not like Max Lord in the comics. I just liked his kid. I like Pedro Pascal. That guy's cool. You know, it gave us probably one of my favorite memes of the past few years. Life is good, but it could be better. Freaking love that dude. Can't wait for Mandalorian season 3. But you know, DC's looking good. Dude, Suicide Squad. Ooh, man, my man, Big Bass John's in it. I hope John Cena doesn't die. He probably will, even though he is getting a show, but that could take place no matter when. Plus, You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Harley Quinn's gonna fucking die, and I kind of hope that's the case, because I'm not really a big fan of DCU Harley Quinn. I'm not. Harley Quinn's like Deadpool. They're just pushing her a lot. It really annoys me. Like I like Harley Quinn, like animated Harley Quinn. Wait, back when, and it's not because I like seeing her get beat up by the Joker. It's just like now they're kind of just turning her into what Deadpool is to people. Like Deadpool in himself is a very interesting character. He's a jokester, but he isn't built around the joke. Like everyone's freaking just Harley Quinn now. Like God, okay, I like the first season of the Harley Quinn animated show. I think it's good. Season 2, on the other hand, we that's a debatable one. But like, they're kind of overexposing Harley. That's the issue with a lot of things lately. They overexpose certain characters or certain people, and it kind of makes me, sad. I mean, you can make the case it was the same for Iron Man and MCU, that he was in like almost every movie. Sure, he was in it for a certain amount of time in some or others, but overexposure is not a good thing. I mean, it happens in everything. Wrestling, like on AEW. I can debate that, Chris Jericho's getting overexposed a little too much. I hope he takes a break. I mean, the dude's... I'm not going to make fun of his body shape. That guy's still in better shape than me and can kick my ass. But, overexposure is a thing. Harley Quinn, I think, is getting way too overexposed. I say kill her in Suicide Squad. If you want a shock moment, then you gotta do that. I mean, I feel like the joke is, I really hope that the only person who lives through Suicide Squad is Polka Dot Man or King Shark. Make one of the weird ones, or the fucking Weasel thing. Make one of those guys just live. I feel like it would be funnier if oh god, if one of the last remaining people in the Suicide Squad movie is just one of the just one of the weird characters, like Ratcatcher or something like that. Polka Dot Man should win. I want him to be the last one standing. That'd be awesome. No, Captain Boomerang can be there too. I love Captain Boomerang. But yeah. I mean, comic book fans should be excited. I mean, a lot of good stuff's happening. Into the Spider-Verse next year. That's a long way away, but I'm excited. You got Venom 2, hopefully coming out this year. With Carnage, good old Woody Harrelson, hopefully not wearing the wig. Hopefully wearing a Hawaiian shirt like those pictures said a long time ago. Can't wait to see how that is. Please be rated R. I know there's that thing going around that's supposedly fake, but please be rated R, because Carnage is a R-rated character. Venom's pretty R-rated. If you've never read Absolute Carnage, you know why he's R-rated. But just look at his design. His symbiote is in the bloodstream. He is legit wearing just his blood at that point. Carnage is scary. Carnage is freaking awesome though. Like, bro, if you ever watched the 90s show, my man was going crazy. He was over here like kidnapping people. He was eating them. His voice was terrifying. A little bit more scary than Venom, because Venom was voiced by like every Simpsons character at the same time. But wait. Shit, man. Fuck. Venom's gonna be good. Oh, it's better than the first one. I like the first one for the memes. I really do hope Eminem comes back though. I want to hear a song called Carnage. Just replace every word. Just replace Venom with Carnage. It's the same song as Venom, except Carnage. That'd be awesome, actually. That would actually make me. That would make me want to go see that movie. Just that alone, if they announce, hey, Carnage is happening, they're getting their own song. Oh, that would be sick. But then, well, if they say Carnage, but Eminem doesn't do it, it's like, oh no, shit. And that's why I want to go see the first one, man. I want to hear my man Eminem. But yeah, I mean, shit's gonna go down. I see that 2 people are watching. Hopefully, they might ask me questions, because I'm getting bored rambling. I suck at. I need like a co-host or something. I need someone else here to talk to. I'm alone. I'm lonely. I'm just playing Minecraft, running in circles. I'm not even gonna build a house. I'm just running. I'm just gonna run. Hopefully. Oh shit, that's a big cabin. Please feel free to ask questions about anything. Minus politics. I'm not into that shit. Please don't make me talk about politics. I'll rather lose friends over my opinions on fictional stuff. Oh, sweet. Oh, Chatomics. I probably butchered that. Oh, man, finally. Alright, what are your thoughts on Blade? Alright, I'm not... Okay, I only knew about Blade from the Wesley Snipes movies, and that one time he showed up in the 90s Spider-Man series. And I'm really hyped for Blade. Blade's awesome. Blade's a cool character. I really hope they make Blade rated R. It kind of needs to be. Blade is a rated R character. I'm really glad who they chose to play him. I'm not going to say his name because I will butcher it. But, you know, Cottonmouth from, I think it was Cottonmouth. Or no, he was in Luke Cage. He was in Luke Cage. He was the villain of season 1. Really good actor. Dude's a really amazing actor. I think he can do it. Wesley, I like Wesley Snipes' Blade a lot, only because he was super cheesy. And I hope this one's a little bit more serious but can joke. I will be so hyped if the movie, if in the Blade movie, the MCU one, he says some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill, just for the lulz. But, I think Blade could be a really standout film. I think that could be, that's gonna be a game changer if they make it, if they use it right. That could be the game changer to make people go, you know what, the MCU's out there now. They're trying new stuff. They're not afraid to get a little bit gritty, a little bit violent. And I think that's what they need at the moment. I think they need to, Phase 3, it could show that it could get dark. In-game can get dark. Sure, it's a lot of jokes. Infinity War, that shit ended dark. You need to show people that the MCU can go adult when it needs to be adult, but can stay PG to PG-13 when it's needed. Because sure, you want to introduce kids to this character, and you probably can if you use them in an ensemble film. Like, I wouldn't mind Blade coming back, maybe to join up with the Avengers in one movie. That'd be kind of interesting, because that's the cool thing about comics, and when you get those weird team-ups. Like, you see, like, freaking Blade just rolling up, helping fighting the Chitauri. That would be freaking awesome, dude. And my man's over here just throwing his little ninja stars and slashing with his sword. I mean, I'm just excited for Blade. I mean, I'm excited for a lot of things. I don't think anything they announced will, really turn me off. Like, Blade is definitely my most... I mean, it's up there. If we're not going by, like, sequels, Shang-Chi is actually my number one, because I'm a huge fan of martial arts movies. I love Bruce Lee, I love Jackie Chan, I love those style of movies. And the fact that they're bringing out the Mandarin, it's all, Oriental actors. Shang-Chi's gonna be awesome. It's probably gonna be what Iron Fist should have been. And, I'm more really excited for that. Like I mentioned earlier, Eternals is probably not really up there for me. I'm interested in it, though, because I don't know anything about them. But there's a lot of interesting stuff happening. But yeah, Blade easy top 5. If we're just going off, like, brand new, no sequels, Blade is probably top 3, actually. I can't really think of many things that I'm more excited about. Oh, I don't know why I hit that bird. But I mean, the MCU is gonna be crazy. Yeah, Shang-Chi is just that. I don't know shit about Shang-Chi. After it got announced, I looked into him. He seems like a cool character. Yeah, martial arts is just freaking awesome. I mean, if this could, like, God, imagine if the fight choreography is up there with Daredevil. Oh shit, you got a movie. Like, just imagine like a hallway fight, but in a movie, like the hallway fight style. Oh man, that shit's gonna go insane. I mean, God, there's a lot to be excited about. There's some stuff to be hesitant about. I'm excited about Fantastic Four. I'm hesitant at the same time. I love the Fantastic Four. I'm glad they're getting the movie they hopefully deserve. But this is the first time where I've been kind of I'm a little bit scared of who's directing. I like Homecoming and I like Far From Home. John Waltz, he's a good director. I'm more scared only because people are gonna hate this movie because he's directing it. people hate the Spider-Man movies, or they don't like the MCU Spider-Man movies. They like shitting on them, and one of the reasons is because of the person who's directing it. Let's say I wanted them to take the Fantastic Four, and they can make an amazing Fantastic Four movie, but there's still going to be people going to be like, it should have been someone else. I don't really know directors. If you ask me who I would want to direct a movie, I'm not going to be able to give you a good answer. I would say something dumb like Christopher Nolan, because I don't look at directing style. I just look and see if the movie's entertaining. Nothing has no hatters. What? Nothing has no haters. I don't really understand that. I mean, stuff does have haters. People hate everything. Everyone hates something. I mean, I hate stuff. I mean, I hate MCU Hulk. I wouldn't say hate. I say I disdain him. I have a love-hate. I like bits of him, but overall I hate his character. But you know, everyone has haters. I mean, I'm scared. That's what I am. I mean, I'm excited for it. I really hope the Fantastic Four be good though, because I love the Fantastic Four. They're very important. I would say, you know what? The Fantastic Four are more important to Marvel than Spider-Man ever was. Spider-Man might have helped them a lot, but Fantastic Four is what got him there. The Fantastic Four are key parts in the Marvel Universe. The comics tried getting them out. The movies didn't really do them well. I like the 2005 movie. You know, those two, the Tim Stories. The other one can go to hell. That thing sucked. But, you know, the Fantastic Four are very important. You know what? If there's any heroes I want to see team up with Spider-Man, it's the Fantastic Four. Get them in there. Because Spidey and the Fantastic Four in the comics have a very good relationship. I love that. I love Johnny Storm and Peter. I love how the Fantastic Four are kind of like a second family to him. And, you know, a friend. You know, back when Johnny died and the Future Foundation happened, who did they ask? They asked Peter. Peter came in for his friend. He said Johnny died in his honor. I think Johnny's the one who requested it, but he respected his wish and he said, you know what? I will join you guys. Like, the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, very good. If I really hope they better do the Fantastic, no origin story. I want these to be seasoned heroes. I want them to have kids. Have Franklin or Vidalia, butchered her name. You know, have the kids be there. Have Peter be the older brother to Franklin. But then, you know, if you don't want to do that, here's the thing. Have Peter be the older brother to Morgan. You have Morgan start still. Please use her. Please. Please let that little girl do something. They need to, yes, they need a movie, because, God, that would be awesome. Like, God, just imagine the banter, freaking, if you get a good Johnny Storm, you get someone who can be up there, who can go toe-to-toe with Spider-Man in terms of quips. God, that would be amazing. But getting back to it, like, Morgan Stark needs to be used more. I hope she shows up and stuff. I really want Peter to be a older brother to Morgan. If people might not like that, but I think that needs to be done. Because one, you get that she can be on screen, which I think she does. You know, for those people who was, you know, pissed at that little girl for playing that, you know, you can go to hell. I don't like people like that. But, you know, Morgan deserves, you know, to be in the MCU still. And I think Peter and her interacting, even for a little bit, it could be like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I just want to see that. I think that would be cute. I think it would be fun. You know, have a scene where Aunt May goes to visit, freaking Aunt May and Peter go to visit Morgan and Pepper. You know, have them talking on the couch. You know, have Peter, like, you know, using his webs, like that old clip from the '90s show where he visit that Make-A-Wish kid or whatever. And he makes, like, the web screen for her, and, like, chills with her, shows her face, you know, his face, you know, like, talks to her like a normal person. Like, show that side of Spider-Man. That'd be awesome. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. That'd be awesome. But, you know, we're probably never going to get that, to be honest, which sucks, because, well, I mean, Yeah. I mean, friggin' third Spider-Man movie, it's gonna be The Fugitive. I want Spider-Man 3 to do that, but I don't think it isn't. I just, I really, 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 really freaking hope that Spider-Man 3 is not Spider-Verse. You can't do Spider-Verse like this. It makes no sense. You need to build up to Spider-Verse MCU style. There's difference between an animated Spider-Verse and a live-action Spider-Verse. Animated Spider-Verse, it's animated. You gotta film shit for that. Animation is a lot more. It's a lot easier to convey bigger stuff with that. I'm gonna be real. When they announced Spider Verse, I was not into it. I went, this is gonna be bad because I was thinking, Sony, huh? The guys who made the guys who made the Emoji Movie are gonna make this. And guess what? I was wrong. I went to go see that movie with my friend. That was the last movie I saw in 2018, and that became #1. That beat Infinity War for me, and I was freaking hyped about Infinity War. A movie I was not hyped about blew me away more than a movie I was hyped about. Infinity War blew me away. I didn't think Thanos was gonna win that, but yeah, but MCU Spider-Verse needs time. You know what? I'm gonna say this: MCU Spider-Verse should be a Disney Plus show, because then you can build it. You give that show episodes. I mean, build it in the movies, and then you make the show. They're doing Secret Invasion as a show. That's a big thing. I mean, the other thing about MCU Spider-Verse you gotta think about is, are they really gonna bring Tobey and Andrew back? Andrew, I think, would hop on it on a heartbeat. That man would gladly jump into that costume, even if for a minute. I respect that. Now, here's the thing, Tobey. Tobey Maguire, from my knowledge, has kind of gone downhill from Spider-Man. He seems like he's financially not stable, which means Disney coming out and saying, I'm paying you millions, get back in the suit, be Spider-Man. He would do it. But like, I think you're only gonna get Tobey for a movie. You don't get him for a while. You get him for that one movie, which means you gotta make that count. I want Tobey to be a seasoned, I want it to be like this. Tobey's teaching college, he's the new Kurt. He's a college teacher, he has a wife, maybe a kid. You know what? Definitely a kid. Aunt May's dead, because he's old, and Rosemary Harris probably won't come back. Yeah, they better do Andrew justice, I swear. Tobey's seasoned, he has a wife and kid. He isn't Spider-Man anymore. Not because he can't do it. I mean, he probably shouldn't be. It's because, really, the city's not in danger anymore. After Venom and Sandman, or after Venom, no one fucking pisses off New York. Like, Spider-Man fought some crime, I guess. Maybe you could say he beat up, like, a Vulture, or a Mysterio. Or, Shocker! That'd be awesome. That'd be hype. Show me a flashback of him fighting Shocker. But, like that version of Tobey. New York's safe. Spider-Man is just nothing but a legend. Because he has done nothing. And then, the portal opens. And, Doctor Strange comes down and he's like, listen, you don't know who I am. I know who you are. You're Peter Parker, this and that. I need your help. It seems this maniac, who, I don't know who the big bad is. You could say it's Electro. Let's be real here. Electro isn't a main man. He's more of a side piece. Look at Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, you gotta need a big, I don't know who the big bad could be. You need a mastermind. Dr. Octopus could be a mastermind, but it kind of interferes with what the movie's gonna go for. So say this big mastermind character, who could actually be Norman Osborn of the MCU, if you wanted to go down that route. Alright, so he's like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of all these heroes. I'm sick and tired of people like fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man, or Mysterio, works with Norman Osborn. They come up with this big old grand plan. It's like, listen, How about this? How about we made this multiverse thing? We go around stealing. We go around stealing villains from these different universes. So they get Electro. Or no, Electro ends up in the MCU because, you know, he's pure energy. He somehow travels through the multiverse, gets there, and he's like, listen, you want to kill Spider-Man? I want to kill Spider-Man. But he's like, oh, this one has it. Oh, how about we go kill mine? And he's like, we'll think about that. So they go around picking off random Spider-Man villains. And by random, I mean you get Electro from Spider-Man, make Spider-Man 2, and then you get every Raimi villain because fucking Christ. You better not grab the Lizard from, like, the Amazing Spider-Man 1. Oh, shit, that would be fucking insane. But, like, you grab Doc Ock back when he was totally crazy. And you go, listen, you want to kill Spider-Man? He's like, yeah. It's like, join us. We'll kill Spider-Man, we'll kill multiple. And he's like, shit, there's multiple? Fuck, I'm in. So you have Alpha Molina, Doc Ock. And then you go, you know, you have, okay, so you have Electro, you have Alpha Molina, Doc Ock. You have Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal, Vulture, Michael Keaton, Batman. Then you get Scorpion. Alright, you get Matt Gargan, you get freaking Voss from Far Cry 3 to play Scorpion finally. You get Nacho from Better Call Saul, he's playing Scorpion now. So how many is that? Let me think. Electro, Doc Ock, Mysterio, Vulture, Scorpion. So that's 5. You need the 6th man. And it won't be Norman. It won't be Norman becoming the Green Goblin. Because, no. I don't know who would play him. I kind of personally want Gus from Breaking Bad to play him. That would be kind of cool. Or, you know, freaking have Saul from Better Call Saul play. That'd be awesome. So you need the 6th man. Who are you gonna grab? You need someone who's powerful. Someone who can eat. Someone who Spider-Man fears. You don't get Venom. You don't get Tom Hardy villain. He's not a Venom. You don't get Carnage. You don't get Sandman as much as I want to see my man Sandman. You get the most powerful Spider-Man villain in the world. You get Shocker. You get Shocker right. But you ask yourself, what version of Shocker is this? It's from the 90s series. So like they go to the 90s series. He is completely animated. I know this sounds fucking dumb, but let me have my moment. You grab him from the 90s series, right? And he's cowering in the corner because this is right after he got his shit wrought by symbiote Spider-Man. You know, back when, you know, he hears, you know, he gets rolled up and he's like, oh god, you guys look different. And he's like, hey, you want to fight Spider-Man? And then he has a flashback and Spider-Man is going, Shocker! And he's just broken mentally, physically even. And he's like, I don't want to fight Spider-Man. He's scary. And then they give him a symbiote, which makes no sense because the symbiote would coexist with Shocker because Shocker's weapons would just kill the symbiote. But yeah, I want 90s Shocker with a symbiote to join the. No, I'm just kidding. I do want Shocker though. You know what? Fuck it. Bring Shocker. Doc Ock is the new mastermind of this team. Norman Osborn, benefactor. Fuck, never mind, not Shocker. Fuck, you need muscle. You need the muscle. Doc Ock is not the muscle, he's the brains. So you have Doc Ock the brains, you have Electro, you have that superpower. You have the actual fucking person with superpowers. You got Vulture. You know, he can fly. You got Mysterio. He's an Oscar award-winning actor, Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he won an Oscar. Academy award-winning actor, Jake Gyllenhaal. He can act. That's what he brings. You got Scorpion. He's a big old scorpion dude. You got a big old tail. You got a stinger. That's pretty good. And then you need the muscle. You could bring in Kraven. If this is not Spider-Verse, Kraven's the main villain. But you know, you need muscle. Now, there's not a lot of Spider-Man characters I can think of who are actually the muscle, but I'm gonna say Tombstone. And you're like, oh man, Tombstone. Now, I want this to be a Tombstone that's more like Spectacular Tombstone and not 90s Tombstone. I want it to be smart. He wears a suit. He's more of a businessman, but he wants to get his hands dirty. You know, he's been tired of sitting behind that desk. He wants to break some people. He wants to beat people up. So I want Tombstone to be fighting in the suit, like he rolls up the sleeves. Like you know what's cool? Seeing dudes in suits fist fight people. Like look in Generator Rex, my man Corey. Oh yeah, he's basically gonna be like Corey from Generator Rex. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I want Tombstone to be the muscle. And then have Keith David play Tombstone. Yeah, have Keith David play Tombstone in real life. Yeah, I want Keith David's sexy voice being there. Keith David's awesome. Yeah, that's the lineup. You have Doc Ock, Electro, Vulture, Mysterio, Scorpion, and then Tombstone. The Sinister Six with Norman Osborn backing him. And Norman Osborn you never see his face. How about that? He's always in the shadows. You hear his voice. That's why I want Gus, because I need that voice. I want this being there. Like, hey, you guys get the work. And then Toby joins up with Andrew. And Andrew, you're like, oh, what's Andrew been doing this entire time? Well, he I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, there's those people saying the tech company, like he's Parker Industries, and that's cool. That'd be awesome. I feel like the difference is Andrew should be like, he's still Spider-Man. I want Andrew to be like Chris Pine Spider-Man from Spider-Verse, where he's loving it. You know, after he got his motivation back from that little boy after Gwen's death, and he beat up the Rhino, I guess you could have the Rhino as the muscle. You know what? I'm sad. Alright, fine. Put Rhino in there. But not Paul Giamatti Rhino. Get someone else. Make him actually a dude. He could be a robot suit. He's still Stark Tech. Fuck it, fine. Yeah, he's Chris Pine Spider-Man. He's loving it. He's just swinging around. He's the hero the city needs. Who it deserves. He's just swinging, you know? He's having fun. You know, he still thinks about Gwen. Every now and then he visits the grave of the Stacys. Aunt May's still around because she is younger than Toby's and Aunt May. He has a stable job. I don't really know. I don't know what Chris Pine Spider-Man was doing now thinking about it. I don't think they ever said what he was doing as a job. Yeah, so you have Toby Spider-Man, who's this like he's like Smallville Superman in Crisis. He was a hero. He gave it up to start a family. He's still in decent shape. As much as I would love Toby to be out of shape, like fucking Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse, he's sitting in the tub crying. No, that would be kind of funny. Yeah. So you have Andrew as the still Spider-Man, loving it, and they have Tom in the middle of, I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing anymore. So yeah, so Tom, Andrew, Toby, the three Spider-Men, they team up to fight this Sinister Six. And now you're thinking, well, is it the fair? It's 3-on-6, so they need backup. Well, who are you gonna get as backup? Which other Spider people will you pull? Because if you gotta go Spider-Verse, you gotta go all in. So you bring in Japanese Spider-Man from the 70s or 80s, the live action one. He's there. I don't know how old that motherfucker is. Bring him in. have a march. He's wearing a mask. You won't even see his face, and he speaks Japanese, and he has subtitles the entire time, and they don't understand Japanese. So there's four. There's four Spider-Men. What other live action Spider-Men are there? Shit. I don't know. You get Spider-Man from Turn Off the Dark. You get that guy. He comes in, eats shit immediately because that show sucked. He just constantly gets his shit rocked. I don't know who else you bring in. Okay, that's 5. I need a 6th live action. Spider Cop. Oh shit, Yuri Lothal himself dressed up in a Spider Cop outfit. That'll be kind of sick. He comes in, but then like it's a Yuri Lothal dressed up as Spider-Man. He's a big old nerd. He has an Omnitrix on one arm, and he has like Sasuke's sword on the other. He has a fucking Rasengan or whatever it's called. Shinigami. He has contacts in. His one Spider Cop eye is actually the Sharingan from Naruto. That'd be kind of sick. Oh man, shit. Just Yuri Lowfall, but a Omnitrix in a Spider-Man outfit would be kind of crazy. I won't lie. Yeah, he sounds pretty hype. Just swings in. He has silly scream. He has the Candace Illustrated. He hits the Omnitrix, and he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot I'm in real life." Oh, that'd be kind of crazy. Oh man, that'd be kind of funny. No, they just asked you to grab Ben 10. They just grab Ben 10. Ben 10 shows up. 5 Spider-Man, 1 Ben 10 versus Sinister Six. I feel like you don't need the 5 Spider-Man then. I feel like just Ben could easily I think Ben could solo this group easy. Like if we're not like even like Kid Ben could do it. I think Four Arms could just solo it. He already said Spider Cop should be in it. No, no, it's Ben 10 now. It's gonna be Ben. He's gonna solo all the Sinister Six. Easy. GG no re. This man's gonna the Sinister Six are gonna fight like Ben, but it's like little kid Ben. This could be amazing. Wait, all are voiced by Yuri? All Spider-Man? No, you can't have that. I want Toby. I want Tom. I want Andrew. I want Japanese Spider-Man. No, Yuri can't do it. No, Yuri's. No, it's not. No, fuck it. Yuri's out. It's Ben 10, but it's like Terror Strong Ben 10, so deal with it. Yeah, it's little 10-year-old Ben. He's gonna turn into way big and beat all the Sinister Six, like, pretty easily. Nah. Yeah, Ben could solo. I think Ben could take a good chunk of the Marvel Universe with him. I mean, we're talking comics. I think Ben got it. And I'm not saying Alien X. Let's say Alien X is not in the equation. I feel like he still solos. I mean... Oh man, dude, imagine if Ben and Iron Man teamed up. Ben uses upgrade on Iron... Oh, fuck. Like, Ben uses upgrade on Iron Man, but it's like... the symbiote armor that he had when he was all new Iron Man or whatever. Or no, not all new. Freaking yeah, you know what I mean. The worst solos? No, Molestache. He solos. Molestache would solo. No one could beat Molestache. Like the worst is you know what? The worst is not even the worst alien. Like he is. Like if you're like me personally. The worst alien in my eyes, and I know this is gonna give me hate. I don't like Ghost Freak as one of Ben's transformations. I like Ghost Freak when he's the villain, but I don't understand why Ghost Freak was ever useful in terms of a fight. Like, if you just watch the classic series, Ghost Freak gets his ass kicked like every time. Like Ghost Freak, like as a transformation, is actually kind of lame. Like I know there's that one part in Omniverse. But, like, no, I'm not counting Omniverse. I'm counting original Ghost Freak. Like, when he fought the crab dude, he didn't do shit. Like, all he was good at was sneaking around. And sure, a stealth alien, that's nice. But Ghost Freak fucking sucked. Yeah, and yeah, a Zombonzo. But here's the thing. That was a very interesting case, alright? But if we're talking, like, pure, like, I'm not taking Ghost Freak in a fight. If I had to choose out of the original 10 who I'm going to win a fight with, it ain't going to be Ghost Freak. Because Ghost Freak sucks in an actual fight. Like, what can he do? What can he do, alright? I'm saying it. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm pissed. Ghost Freak sucks. Fight me, Ben 10 community. Ghost Freak and Stinkfly are my two least favorite original 10 aliens. I don't like Stinkfly. His design is cool, I'll give him that. But out all the flying aliens, I don't like him. I'd rather take, like, Jetfly. Or Big Chill. Definitely Big Chill. Ghost Freak, Stinkfly, and my least favorites. Man, Heat Blast is a better flying alien than fucking Stinkfly, because at least Heat Blast can do other shit. I mean, Stinkfly, what does he have? He has the wings, and he shoots stuff, and he has the stinger. I feel like besides that, he ain't shit. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, Ghost Freak can... I think, Ghost Freak can fly. Man, Ghost Freak's a better flying alien then, because at least he can turn invisible, like Big Chill. You know what, yeah, I'm just saying it. God, man, freaking Ghost Freak, I don't like Ghost Freak. I don't like him. He sucks. Ghost Freak actually sucks. I know a lot of the Bento community disagrees with that statement, but understand, I mean as a transformation. I love him when he's Zahir, or how you pronounce it. Zahir's awesome. He's cool. God, the design when you first see him and he turns his head around, oh, that's awesome. I freaking love that. I love Ghost Freak as a villain when he's possession. Yeah, I was about to say possession, but like again, I must ask, when has Ben used possession in a good way? When has Ben used possession? And I mean OG Ben. Don't come at me with that Omniverse. I mean exactly when did Ben in the original series use possession? Tell me. Yeah, guess what? You can't. Zahir did. Zahir got Gwen. He got all those fucking all the fucking clowns, the fucking clown gang. Which one was voiced by Number 5's sister? The one with the hair. Like, yeah, no, Zahir used possession. I don't remember Ben ever using that in an actual good way. Yeah, you damn right I got you. See, that's what I'm saying, like, in practice, he is good. No, I'm saying in an idea, Ghost Freak should be a good alien. But if we're going off how Ben has ever used Ghost Freak, he sucks. That's what I'm saying. I don't like when Ben uses Ghost Freak. I like Ghost Freak on his own. Ben never used Ghost Freak right. Snake Fry is arguable. I just don't like him. I don't know. Maybe a little kid me liked him. Because, you know, little kids like fucking weird shit. Me now, it's like, cool design. But, like, I like Ripjaws way more. I know a lot of people hate Ripjaws. Whoever hates Ripjaws needs to, like, not. Because, come on, dude, he looks so cool. It's big old freaking Ripjaws, dude. Ripjaws awesome. Like, yeah, you need a water alien. Sure, he never really fought in the water that much. But Ripjaws was useful when he was useful. Ghost Freak wasn't. Where was Ghost Freak ever useful? For Ben. Besides the Zombozo. Then again, I feel like he could have just picked forearms and beat the shit out of him. Because at the end of the day, Zombozo is just a fat dude in makeup. Like, just forearms. Beat him. Beat him up. Ghost Freak's not good. I'm gonna tweet that later. I'm just gonna be like, guys, you've been lying to yourselves. Ghost Freak is not good. Yeah, Ripjaws is a chat. Ripjaws freaking awesome. You know what? I'm gonna say Ripjaws has easily one of my favorite design, like top 3 designs. If we're going by the classic aliens, Ripjaws is up there. I actually prefer Ripjaws design over a lot of aliens. Like forearms, I love forearms. I'd say Ripjaws was cooler than forearms. Like, if we're going on, like, he got worse, though. In Omniverse, they kind of ruined him. In Alien Force and all that, but, like, classic Ripjaws? Man, that shit was awesome. That is, like, that is just amazing. That's one of my favorite looking aliens. Yeah, Ripjaws, great. Great alien. Great design. Needed more use. Wish the show used him more. Wish he was just used more overall. Didn't he kind of get like... He kind of got Water Hazard later, who was the water alien in a way, but... And then you got Overflow, who's just Water Hazard, but different, I guess. Man, why didn't Kevin get Ripjaws like in the reboot? That would have been cool. Oh man, that would have been cool. Kevin... I feel like Ripjaws would have fit Kevin really well. If he got his own, like, if he, you know, Kevin got it. Oh, dude, that would have been cool. Like, it's all red and black. Dude, Ripjaws look awesome. Damn, reboot. You failed me. I like the reboot, though. I mean... Ultimate Alien Forearms is in... Wait, you mean the one with the ponytail? You better not mean the one with the ponytail. I'm waiting for your answer. You better tell me it's not... If you say it's the ponytail, we're gonna have an issue here. If you have something against men with ponytails, then we need to talk. That man looks like a gladiator. He looked awesome. What about in Heroes United, huh? What about in Heroes United? What do you have to say about that, huh? What do you have against that? He looks like Goro. He kind of does. That's actually cool. Like, I don't think Forearms has ever looked bad. I'm gonna say that. Forearms always looked solid. My favorite forearms design is actually Omniverse. I like the handlebar mustache. Okay, if you're going by art style, I can understand that, but like overall design, I think you're wrong. Dude, handlebar mustache, like Omniverse forearms is awesome. I love that one. When he has gloves, he has the freaking gloves, and he has the tank top. Bro, handlebar mustache forearms is the best. Omniverse forearms is my favorite for. Yeah, all right. I was thinking Ben 10K for a minute. I'm not really a big fan on the teeth, but I like the other design. I like its look. I think Ben 10K's best alien design is Also, I hate the Okay, alright, I can understand the Speedo. But still, I mean, what's the worst, like, who's the worst, like, okay, here's a question for you. Who's the worst designed, Ben 10K alien? Like, if we're going by classic series, like the ones in the classic series. Who is the worst Ben 10K design? I don't think he had a bad one, that's my thing. Like, freaking, dude, I love the Cannonbolt. I love the Cannonbolt with the pants. And I love his forearms is probably the best. Or I meant his Heat Blast. Dude, Ben 10K's Heat Blast from the classic series with the shoulders. Oh man, that's my Heat Blast. That's the Heat Blast I want. I want the shoulders. The shoulder rockets thing. The volcanoes. Oh, those look awesome. I feel like his way big just kind of looked the same though. No, he kind of looked different. I don't know. Like, didn't his like Diamond Head just have a black shirt? He had like a tank top. That looked cool. Yeah, I think he did. God, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what Ben 10K alien had the worst design. Oh yeah, the Stinkfly. Yeah, alright, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that one time he turned into Stinkfly. His accelerate's really good too. I really like his accelerate. I just like his color schemes he has on his aliens. The more black than the white. It kind of shows how he's a darker character. He's more Ben 10K classic series favorite Ben 10. Well, I meant like from Ken 10. That's my favorite. I like Omniverses a lot. I don't like the Omnitrix. I'm not a big fan of those. I like Fusion Aliens, but I don't like the way he does it. I prefer Ben 10K, like his Omnitrix, where it's like growing on his arm like a gauntlet. That looks cool. And don't even get me started on Alien Force / Ultimate Alien Force Ben 10K, because that is literally the most laziest thing I've ever seen. He just grows big. Like, it's like, oh, I'm Humongousaur. Oh, I'm 7 foot tall now. Man, shut up. No, that sucks. He's wearing a gray shirt. He looks weird. He kind of just looks weird. Kind of reminds me of Russell Crowe. He kind of just looks weird. I don't like that one. Omniverse is second. OG Ben 10K is the best. Mostly because of Ken 10, and that time he almost killed Kevin 11,000. How dare you? My favorite Ben 10 moment. God. Oh, man. And I really hope there's a day where Dez, like, actually said something good about the Grafton Enforcers. Like, they're great. I comment on his YouTube videos, like, man, please make a video about how great they are. Like, let me be on his video about it. My favorite alternate bin, if we're not counting Ben 10K, it's not Ben 23. I understand what they're dealing with, but I don't like them. Probably no Watchmen, just because I found that just to be a cool, one-off, two-off episode. I find it interesting when you run into different versions of a hero that don't have the powers of the hero. Like that's just cool in my eyes. Like, I really went, like, if they did an episode of My Hero where they went to different versions of Deku, I want there to be a version of Deku that just has no powers still, and he's a hero. He just doesn't use his powers. Because he has none. He just uses his smarts. Like, I feel like No Watch Ben is just cool. I know a lot of people say No Watch Ben, I think. I think a lot of people said that during Bentober. Maybe Ben 23 a lot more. technically Albedo is a version of Ben, so maybe Albedo's up there too, because he looks like Ben, and he uses the Omnitrix like Ben. Batman Deku, yeah, basically, yeah. Batman Deku would be cool. I really wish Deku was the villain of My Hero. I'm a villain Deku stan. I'll be real with you. Like, villain Deku, no powers, just like Batman villain Deku, that'd be awesome. I feel like that would just be really cool. Yeah, I think Albedo technically counts. So, but I would probably just say no Watchmen. And then Albedo maybe second. And then I don't really know who else. Yeah, but like I was saying, like, you know, Dez needs to really just praise how good the Galactic Enforcers are, because they are just seriously underrepresented in our community. What if My Hero? What? Coming? I don't understand what that means. But I really hope that he just understands how great they are. Like, if he makes the YouTube video again, I would gladly be on it to explain my points, and hopefully not argue with him about how great they are. I just want to talk to him about how great these are, and I feel like I'm one of the few people who has the balls to stand up. I can see that. Who has the balls and you know, just say what then needs to be said. So Dez, if you ever watch this, which you probably won't, but if you do, spread the word. Spread the word, bro. I'm looking at you. It's Chomix X, Joe Tomix. I really feel like I'm butchering it. Spread the word. Tell Dez I'm calling him out. Let me be on a YouTube video of his. Let me explain to him why the Galactic Enforcers are the best. Why they are underrated, why they are seriously underused, and why they are not jokes, but they are pillars of the community, and how they are shining examples of good characters. Thank you. But yeah, I mean it. I want you to tweet that. I want you to go tweet him and be like, I'm calling him out to be on an episode of his. I need to explain to him why. He needs to know that the Galactic Enforcer. I would gladly do it, but I feel like he doesn't understand. He thinks I'm the only one. I need a fan base. I need people to have my back and tell him. I feel like I'll never be on it. It'll be like an hour-long episode of me just ranting. I wouldn't mind that though. He's a cool dude. I'm really glad Dez like has done what he did. I never, when I first found him, it was like a year ago or something like that. I was just sitting out. Yeah, so occult. Yeah. I know when I first found him, I was sitting outside of class, waiting for my class to start. This before COVID times, long ago, 2019-ish. And I saw him tweet about Ben 10, and it opened my eyes again, because like, I haven't really fought, because I don't, you know, this is back when I was kind of getting into Twitter again. I kind of stepped away from it. But like, seeing him talk about Ben 10 really ignited the love again, because like, I mean, you know, the only time I talked about Ben 10 was with some friends, and they weren't, you know, like, we were just joking. So like, seeing him bring back make a community of fans who loves a show like that really amazed me. I was really fascinated. He's such a cool dude. I love going back and forth with him about dumb stuff. Really chill dude. I'm glad he's really, you know, he's cool. Probably one of my favorite Twitter users of all time, because like, just the fact that he's made people like, God, he's grown. Like, God, look at him. Like, God, the dude is amazing. I'm so glad he let me. He used my little questionnaire thing for Bentober, and I'm glad Bentober was even a thing. Because, you know, it helped me find, you know, cool dudes like you and Kaio and all that. You know, like all of them. It helped me kind of get back to the Ben 10 community, and I'm just glad. You know, I'm just glad to talk to people about that stuff. I mean, God, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have. Like last year when COVID hit, I saw Ben 10 was on Hulu, the classic series. If he wasn't around, I wouldn't have really rewatched Ben 10, the classic series. It's a sad thing to say, but I wouldn't have. But I did. I rewatched the classic series, and it opened my eyes. You know, I was like, man, I fucking miss this shit. But like, yeah, I mean, Dez is a really cool dude. I do really hope one day I can get on, you know, me and him can talk like this, and, you know, like just talk about stuff, you know, just talking. I think it'll be really cool. I think, yeah. I'm just, you know, he's a cool dude. Hopefully he does hear this one day, and understands, you know, you know, how cool he is. You know, I just think he deserves more praise than I feel like he gets. But you know, yeah, shout out to Dez. You know, like, hey, if you ever want me on YouTube channel, please, I will gladly talk to you about the Galactic Enforcers. I just want to, you know, I would love just to talk about that. I watched this other video with you know, my man Dan. My man Dan was in it, and I was like, man, fuck, he was in it. I was like, fuck, man, I want to be in it. I want to be there. I wanted to shout about the Galactic Enforcers and why Ultimate Alien is sadly Ultimate Alien is sadly the worst. Oh man, it really, like, fuck, the reboot's so much better actually. Reboot actually is good. Like, people, like, I understand people don't like the reboot, or people are afraid of the reboot because they think Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls. Thank you, please spread the word. Like, people really don't like the reboot because of the Powerpuff Girls and Teen Titans Go. And here's the thing, Teen Titans Go is an abomination. I'll admit, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed parts. That's just the type of person I am. I enjoy stuff people hate. Or I end up defending shit people don't. Like Galactic Enforcers, I think Blocks is a good alien. I love Blocks. Like in Dragon Ball, like, a lot of people don't like Hercule. I fucking love Hercule. Like, I will defend stupid shit for no reason. But like, the reboot is really good. Their version of Vilgax is second only to the original. I love hearing Terra, Uncle Max, or Uncle Max, fuck Grunkle. Grandpa Max is really good. Or no, he isn't. No, shit, what am I saying? I'm dumb. Grandpa Max is not good. I like Gwen and Ben's, you know, their, relationship. I really like how they're more friendly towards each other. And I kind of like how they're kind of like, you know, they're chilling. I don't really like a lot of the villains besides Vilgax. I like Kevin. I love Kevin just being Ben's rival. Shout out to that episode of Slam Poetry where Kevin just shitted on Ben. My man started dropping bars. He said, on a scale to a 1 to 10, I'm an 11. I said I felt that. But yeah, you know, Reboot, it's not the best, but I think it's better than Ultimate Alien. I still think the classic for me is favorite, Omniverse second, Alien Force. Omniverse is really good. I love Omniverse. It gave me a lot of good moments. Sure, the reboot is really, really great. People just don't. They really don't, because like they don't want to get past the fact that you know, that Cartoon Network can bring something back and make it good at least. I mean, it's, again, I'm not saying it's better than Alien Force, all that, but I say it's worth it. It's worth looking into. Watch the movie. That movie was awesome. Dude, freaking Goot was there. And then they forgot about Kevin at the end. That kind of made me sad. But, like, dude, that movie was so good. Like, people don't realize how good the movie was. It's top 5 movie. Like, Cartoon Network movie? Oh yeah, hell yeah, it'll be up there too. The reboot, really solid. Really, really worth it. I mean, there's stuff I can point out, but there's a lot I can praise. And I think the reboot, I'm glad it's here. I'm just glad there's Ben 10 content still. I'm just glad to see that Ben 10 is still, even in 2021, can still have new shit and still be talked about. Like that game that came out last year, I didn't get it, but it looked great. I was thinking about it, but I was like, but it looked great. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's just. I mean, yeah, that's just the way things are. I mean, I'm just glad that the movie is really great stuff, but yeah, yeah, I got a lot of like Godzilla vibes out of fight. I mean, it was cool to see him way big. It made. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, it could have, but the the rest of the movie really solid. Really, really great stuff. Still waiting for the reboot. I wouldn't mind that. Like, when you say OG, do you mean like Omniverse? Like Omniverse Ben crossing over? Or like Prime Ben, technically? Because you say OG, and my mind just went to 2006 OG series. I'm like, that's kind of an interesting thing. Tara Strong and Tara Strong yelling at each other. Hey, I got the same aliens as you, except. Oh, well, no, I don't. I have Humongous Sword. I don't like. Okay, that's the one thing I kind of don't like a reboot is how Ben just has all the aliens now. Any Ben, yeah, that would. I don't really. What's your opinion on that? I don't really. It's cool seeing like Goop and Jet Ray and all those, but like, it's kind of like, man. So like, damn, fucking 10-year-old Ben had everyone. Fuck, 10-year-old Ben's gonna get Alien X at some point. I feel like, if he didn't already. Like, 10-year-old Ben's gonna have Alien X. God. 10-year-old Ben, reboot Ben might be the strongest version of Ben at this point. If we go by what he has. 10-year-old Ben's gonna unlock Ultimate Aliens. That's gonna be kind of sick. 10-year-old Ben with Ultimate Aliens would go kind of crazy. I would personally want Omniverse Ben and him using the missing Omniverse aliens or reboot aliens. Yeah, that would be nice. Hold on. Oh man. Oh snap! Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Oh man, they're getting a movie. Oh, that's actually sick. Anyway, which is your favorite Omniverse? Your favorite Omnitrix? If we're going by design, the classic, like Ben 10K probably. I love the classic Omnitrix in terms of design. If we're going by practicality, the Omniverse one. Omniverse one is always going to be second in design. I love the smooth design of the Omniverse one. I love the color scheme. I love the original more because that's just the one I grew up with. I mean, I grew up with all of them, but that's just the first thing I think of. That just bulkiness. It just seems like it's not perfected. You can tell it could be better. I mean, a lot of them are great, minus the Ultimatrix, because that thing kind of just looks weird. But I really love all of them. But yeah, I would say OG, probably OG for me. I must ask though. I wanted to ask this the other day. What is the deal with your profile pic? I don't understand what this is. Were you scammed into this? Why is it this? What happened, man? What happened to you? I feel bad. The current one? What do you mean? I mean, I'm talking about the current profile pic for you, if that's what you mean. Yeah, the one that's like a little girl with a flower thing on her head, praying. It seems. Are you praying to get a new one, a new profile pic? What is the deal? What is the story behind this, man? Oh, ah, See, I don't know about that. So, fair enough. Mm. Let's see. I've been doing this for an hour and 16 minutes. My voice is dying. But I could keep going. I love doing this. No, it's from... Ah, I've heard about that one. Heard about that anime. Friend's been trying to get me to watch it. I don't know about it. Alright. Fair enough. I respect it. Oh, kitty. Are the animes or series you are currently watching? What are? Alright. Currently, I'm watching Dragon Quest, the Adventures of Dai, uh, watching Promised Neverland Season 2. That's pretty much it. I kind of limit myself anime-wise on 2 a week, because I can't do the multitask, because I forget stuff, plus with school starting. So I try to keep it the limit to 2 a week. So Dies Saturdays, and Promised Neverland is like Wednesday or Thursday. I've been trying. I'm almost halfway through the 2011 Thundercats reboot. I've been watching that. I'm on now like episode 11. I kind of stopped watching it because it's okay, but like I've always been more of a He-Man guy. But I don't know. I mean, I try to just watch random stuff. Like usually I spend my days just on YouTube, watching YouTube and watching stuff like that. Every now and then I'll hop on Netflix or Hulu, maybe binge a show or two. But at the moment, it's anime wise, it's just Die and Promised Neverland. Or Die, yeah. Yeah, it really is. I mean, without school, like, the thing is, like, even when I'm not in school, I have all the time in the world, but I don't have the patience to, like, actually sit down and watch stuff. I get bored. Like, I can't even I used to be able to game for a while. I can't even game for a long time until I'm like, I'm bored. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I got schoolwork I gotta do. Well, it's not due till Monday. But, yeah. I mean, that's just the way I am. I can't multitask. Or I try to. I say I can. In actuality, I can't. I really can't. I'm a big old liar. Curse of Innocent. feel like doing this has now opened up my eyes in a way. 'Cause I gotta do like my first week back in school. So for my psychology class, I have to do a discussion board about. I have to answer the question why is there so much stuff to study in psychology? And I was really hesitant on writing at the moment, but after doing all this, I feel like I've kind of like figured out my strengths. I like to write, I like to talk. I feel like I can put something together. I'll do it. I got till Monday. I'll do it later today. Oh, what's this? Oh, random text message from my phone company or something. Ugh. I'm probably gonna end this stream in about 10 minutes because I'm starting to get hungry. Go get me some sub. Give me a sub from Subway or something. But yeah, so ask me any more questions you have until 1:30 on that timer up there. Please ask me anything that isn't political. I'll do anything except shout outs. I won't shout out any of your homies. That's extra. You gotta pay me for. I got a Twitch stream for that. You gotta pay me money. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Nah, man, you cool. Yeah. Just ask me anything you want. The clock is ticking. You mentioned, oh yeah. Yeah, she did. It wasn't, she tested positive. She didn't really have any super bad symptoms. It was just, she was very stuffy and, digestion and all that. But she's fine now. She's tested negative. She's at work as we speak. She is back into good shape. Very proud of that. I was very scared. But yeah, she is fine now. Yeah. I was very scared. I did not want 2020 to end any worse than it did. Because I felt like 2020... Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your, thanks. Yeah, I did not want 2020 to end that way. I felt like 2020 ended bad. It started okay. It ended pretty bad. Because after hearing the death of Brody Lee, who I'm a huge fan of, shout out to Brody, that hit me. That was out of 2020 deaths, that was the one that hit me the most. A little bit more than Chadwick. Chadwick Boseman's death hit me hard. Because it just came out of nowhere. Because... Now, the thing with Chadwick is, he's an amazing actor. I only really knew him because of Black Panther. But after, it's like, where I only knew Robert Downey Jr. because of Iron Man. But I went back and I watched a lot of his stuff. And I kept up with him. After Black Panther, I watched a lot of his stuff. I watched, 42. I saw 20 Bridges, or 21 Bridges. I forgot how many Bridges. He's a good actor. They both were legends. I mean, Chadwick's death just, man, that sucks. And then what really made me mad was everyone going, alright, so what about Black Panther? Fuck off with that. A man just died, and you're worried about movies? Sure, in the back of my mind, I go, man, this sucks. No Black Panther 2. But I'm more worried about the fact that he died, more or less, than that we won't get a sequel. And they've announced that Black Panther 2 is happening, and I'm scared. I'm hesitant. But at the same time, I'm interested. Kevin Feige said no CGI Chadwick, which I respect. I respect the hell out of that. Black Panther 2 is supposed to be a movie about Wakanda, which I think is a good idea. I would love to see more of Wakanda. That was one of my favorite parts of Black Panther, was just seeing the city, seeing these people and their culture. Not the third act battle where it looked like two little CGI things fight. Yeah, who cares about a movie when someone dies? Like, really? Like, if I came out... Alright. If Robert Downey Jr. died today, the first question I'm not going to ask is, so no Doolittle 2? So, what? No, I'm going to be like, fuck. Okay, Robert Downey Jr. dying will kill me. Because I love Robert. Like, if Tobey Maguire died today, my first thing isn't going to be, so no Spider-Verse. It's going to be, Jesus Christ, my Spider-Man died. Yeah, Tobey's my Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man I grew up with. I was born in 2001. I'm 19. I grew up watching, and I was scared of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies as a little kid, because when you see the Green Goblin, you get scared. When you see Willem Dafoe's face, you get scared. And, you know, Doc Ock scared the shit out of me, because I saw that scene in the hostel. But, like, I grew up with that Spider-Man. Toby is my live-action Spider-Man. I love Andrew. Tom, you're great. Say what you want about Toby. Sure, he wasn't comic accurate. Sure, he looked like a grown man playing a high schooler. Sure, he cried a lot. But that was my goddamn Spider-Man, alright? My man, that suit, I love the suit. I love his character. I don't like Mary Jane. I love his movies. I love the soundtrack. I love the villains. I love a lot of stuff about Toby and his version, and that version of Spider-Man. But yeah, you know, like, if Toby died, I'm not worried about Spider-Verse. I'm more worried the fact that I just lost a childhood icon. Like, that sucks. Yeah, but like, hopefully 2021 will be better. I hope it is. Again, I'm not talking about politics or all that stuff, so I'm not gonna mention you know what. But like, so far it seems not to be, but same time it kind of did start out good, because, you know, someone got kicked off Twitter that, in my opinion, needed to go, because let me explain something. You know what? Fuck it. For this last little bit, I'm gonna get somewhat political. Back in 2016, back when Trump was in office, I couldn't vote. I was on Trump's side only because I didn't understand politics. I was a Trump guy only because I knew who Donald Trump was and I thought it would be cool. I was looking at it from a kid point of view of, man, it'd be cool if Donald Trump was off. Arnold was in office. That'd be cool. Also because I just didn't really like Hillary. I was like, yeah. So when Trump came office, I was happy, mostly because a lot of people were mad. And you know, like I mentioned, I like liking stuff people don't. So then, yeah, I'm not political, so I don't keep up with that stuff. But then, like, I followed Trump on Twitter. When I actually graduated from high school, yeah, I know, I am different. Back when I graduated, as a joke, I sent a letter to Donald Trump saying, hey, as a joke, could you show it to my graduation? And, you know, they sent me back what is technically, you know, one of those, like, pre-made messages, which I have. I'm looking at it. It is a letter from the White House saying, hey, you know, thank you for the invitation, basically, and we can't come. But, you know, like, here, you know, good job. And that's cool. I mean, it's not like Trump personally did it, but I think that's cool. It's next to my diploma. But me now, you know, like, I voted for Biden only because my family voted for Trump, and I just didn't want to be like him. And after really looking into it, I was like, this just sucks. Like, here's my thing. Trump, you lost. Deal with it. You lost. Be a man. Take your loss like a man. Don't do whatever you did. I like seeing Trump on Twitter. I like seeing all his dumb tweets and people get mad. But then there's a point where you're like, okay, this is just, you're not just making people mad, you're making them violent. You kind of needed to go. So I'm kind of, at the end of the day, I'm glad Trump is off Twitter. I just hope I never have to hear people just shit on. I just hope I don't hear people shit about shit like that. You know, like, just be gone. Stay away. You're old, dude. You don't need to be doing social media. But yeah, I mean, that's as political as I will ever get, hopefully. Until I'm old and I'm forced into it and I probably became a politician or something, because I don't know. But yeah, I mean, 2020, bad year. Good moments. Decent movies. Shout out to Soul. Great movie. Wonder Woman 84, and you're alright. Well, I don't want to talk about you too much, but you were a movie. You know, Mandalorian season 3, great. You know, there's a lot of good stuff that came out. 2020 had decent entertainment. Real world kind of sucked though, but yeah. That's the end of the 2020 political rant that I will hopefully never have to do again. And as the clock ticks down to the last 10 seconds. Ask one final question before I end this stream and go get me a sandwich, because the man is hungry. And this was fun. I really thank you for coming here and joining this stream and asking me questions. It's always nice to talk to people, especially those that I'm not hearing your voice, but you hear mine. I like interacting with people. I like interacting with people who like stuff I like. You're a really cool dude. I'm glad to follow you on Twitter and I'm glad you. Okay, I have to think. Alright, take your time. Ask me this final question. It better be a good one, though. If it's really lame, I'm just not going to answer it. I'm just kidding, I probably will. No pressure, though. Oh, I kind of want to play the Jeopardy thinking music, but at the same time, then it makes me sad, and I'm like, oh man, he's dead. No, I can't. I can't. Oh, man. I'm gonna do this again this week, probably. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll do it again this week. Maybe like Thursday. Yeah, maybe Thursday. That's too much pressure. Yeah, you damn right. Okay, I'll shut up about pressure, but I'll just keep talking now. Yeah, probably Thursday though. I will probably stream again. I want to keep doing this, and hopefully more and more people come down. I feel like I did this at a weird time of the day, but I kind of had to do it before like 2, because that's when my family starts coming home from school and work, and I don't want to do this when people are around because these walls are thin. And the last thing I want to do is yell at stuff, and then my family get mad at me. So yeah, I have to kind of do this maybe before 12, around 12 next time. But I would love to do this again. I like interacting with people, and hopefully more people will interact with me. Talk about stuff, talk business. You know how it is. Talk about cool stuff like comics and anime and video games and Ben 10 and other stuff. And hopefully next time, maybe I might get maybe more and more people join, and cool people. Maybe like Dez, so he can say I'm never doing a YouTube video, but just to know he heard my voice, and so he knows I'm passionate. That probably won't happen. Oh, what's this? Cold War Zombies is free on PlayStation? Hold up. Let me make sure this is right. Alright. Which anime would you... God damn. This is a question that I don't think I like to answer, because this is tough, but I will answer it. Which anime would you like to cross over with Ben 10? You know what? Cheap answer, My Hero. Fuck it, it makes the most sense. Makes the most sense. Ben's a hero. They're heroes. That'll be cool. Ben fighting freaking Overhaul. That'll be kind of cool. I don't know. I can't think of any other. Not Dragon Ball. Jesus Christ, not Dragon Ball. Probably not. You know, My Hero, or I meant One Punch Man. One Punch Man wouldn't be a bad answer. Again, heroes. Ben and Saitama chilling. That'd be kind of cool. Do I think Ben can beat Saitama? Probably not, because Saitama is a being of ultimate power. Any other animes I can think of? JoJo's, because why not? Ben's stand is the Omnitrix, and the Omnitrix is his stand. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, probably My Hero. The cheap answer, but probably the smart answer. I feel like a lot of people would say that. I feel like everyone would say it. But yeah, My Hero. It's cheap, I know, but it makes sense. If you weren't expecting the cheap answer, you shouldn't ask me this question. I feel like you knew. I feel like as you typed it, you went, he's gonna say My Hero. Yeah, it is the right answer. And with that, that is the final question. I will now go get a Subway sandwich or something, because I am hungry. But yeah, it was nice, doing this. I'm glad you were able to come by. I love talking about all this stuff. You're a really cool dude. Please spread the word about which hopefully isn't a cult, about like, whatever you do, don't promote it as a cult, but let Des know, please. Let's talk about this. But yeah, there's that. Oh, I didn't mean to hit him. You're free. Come on, big guy. Come on. You're free. Get the fuck out of there. All right, I'm gonna end it after I save this man. Damn it! I didn't mean to hit him. Big ass. Damn it! You know what? Fine. Wait, you made a cult banner? Damn, dude, you really went in on the cult. Come on, get out of there. Come on, man. Get out. Cult banner. Interesting. Alright. Guess we're a cult. You know what? Fair enough. Alright, well, let him know. Let him know the cult of the Galactic Enforcers, or whatever you're going to call it. Better be something cool. Put a hash brown at the end of it. That's the Cobra Kai joke. But yeah. Thank you for coming. I will probably do this Thursday, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. I'll think about it. Hopefully more people will come next time. You know, I always love interacting with you. You know, I'll see you around, man. Thank you for coming.